All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here at the National Energy Summit with a big advocate for affordable energy. John Hofmeister is the founder and CEO of Citizens for Affordable Energy. He's also the former Shell Oil president and CEO of U.S. operations. And John, it's great to see you again. Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you.
People wonder what you do at a summit or a conference like this. Sometimes things get done at conferences, sometimes they don't. What are you hoping gets done here?
Well, there's a lot of people work very hard to pull off this summit. I mean, there's been teams of people working for almost 2 years. This has been a big deal for the Council on Competitiveness, and I congratulate Deborah for really pulling this whole together. I think what will happen today is we're going to set up what is going to be a classic national debate over the importance and the role of hydrocarbons, because we can't do without hydrocarbons, and all the things that are new and coming down the pike. The new technologies, the wind, the solar, the biofuels, also the smart grid. So there's a whole lot of things that will be discussed today, and really we have to keep everything practical. I know you're leading a panel.
Right.
My advice would be look for those who are being pragmatic and separate them from the Pied Pipers.
How do you do that? How can you tell the difference between what is really something potentially we can do at this point and what's just fantasy?
Well, there's a lot of folks that say let 1,000 flowers bloom in the energy space.
Right. How do you prioritize?
But, you know, there aren't that many flowers.
Right.
If you're really looking for energy, if you're looking for the core of what energy comes from, you got the sun, you got the wind, you've got vegetation in general for biomass, and then you have hydrocarbons and nuclear or hydropower. There aren't that many solutions out there. Now, when it comes to the smart grid, you can have all kinds of equipment in the home, on the grid, at the substation, and so forth. But there are a lot of dreamers that are looking for VC money, that are looking for, you know, the in the garage invention. And when you get to the scale of energy, this is what a lot of people don't understand. The scale of energy is so huge that the little gadget that somebody makes in their garage, it's hard to make that much of a difference.
So you're not going to see like the next Dell computer, the next Microsoft, or something like that come out of an energy innovation?
Not to make that big a deal or big a difference in the way energy moves from creation to consumption. I mean, it's a really very simple system to move from the creation of energy to the consumption of energy. And, you know, and to do it for 300 million people, 24/7, these are very, very big deals.
But there is room for innovation. You're not saying there's no room for innovation when it comes to energy.
There's tremendous room for innovation, but it's not let 1,000 flowers bloom innovation. I mean, this is, I think, ultimately, yes, energy is a consumer product, but it's not really. It's the mainstay of our society. It's the mainstay of our economy. So when the consumer turns on the switch or turns on the ignition of the car, they're really looking at a basic consumption of a commodity product. And so the kind of innovation you can do in a PC or with iPods or other kinds of electronic devices, this is a different kind of industry from that.
You know, you get some big plans that are out there, and some people who are looking at major overhauls, something like Boone Pickens' plan. Is that an idea that you think has merit because it sticks in the common areas and these bigger areas, and it's not something that's...
If we want to keep energy affordable, we have to keep it simple. Boone's plan is simple. It's using natural gas, it's using wind. I don't think it's comprehensive enough, but it would be a welcome addition. So you got to think big in all of these things. Right now I deal with a lot of biofuel startups. I love these people. They're really motivated, they're energetic, but some of these biofuel ideas are just never going to be scalable.
And that is a tough message, but that is an interesting point of focus to try and get us to the next step and take us to some realities.
And the problem with biofuels is you have to have an internal combustion engine.
Right.
I'm for getting rid of internal combustion engines. If we really want affordable transportation in the future, let's move away from the internal combustion engine and use batteries for small, short distance driving. Let's use hydrogen fuel cell for long distance driving. Totally changes the game. And I think it's quite doable.
All right, John, we want to thank you very much for joining us today, and we hope to see you back in studio with us again very soon.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Again, that's John Hofmeister, and Joe, we'll send it back to you in the studio.